It actually shouldn't be that hard to quit card games altogether. I mean, great, we had that passion, and the passion just kind of fucking eating itself alive because it's dog shit. It's the stupidest thing I've ever done with my life. Really, fucking play other people's card games. I don't understand this shit. We can talk about the obviously stupid things. I can just say priest, and it's actually a button priest too. So that's cool. It's so cool to just have infinite resources, right? It's just convenient. In case you yourself cannot actually play cards, the cards just, they come out of your ass every single turn. You just have to fucking click button. That's insane to me. That is insane. That a card game allows you to actually get infinite cards without much effort. And then they just discounts the cards for you as well. Like, what are you talking about? This alone becomes the most ridiculous win condition where you actually don't want to play expensive cards at all. You don't even want to generate anything out of your own cards. You're just performing some bullshit ass strategy that has a chance of winning and clicking button every single turn. What do you mean? What do you mean is that? That's the whole thing. That's the whole priest identity, is just to waste people's fucking time and click button and get random card. Great. Extra tempo for them. And I can't stand this shit. This is insane. This is fucking ridiculous, bro. Uh, there's the obvious stuff where you have to wait for your opponent. Okay. And you're gonna show me what exactly? Oh, and I have to wait for Zeddy. And he's gonna show me what exactly? Nerfies. Oh. Oh, yes, nerfies. Never have the game been fixed. Alright? There's always gonna be more cards coming in that are fucking degenerate cards than actually getting fixed. No one's actually fixing the game. There's no actual, like, sets that the game is in. It's always, like, constantly, they're pumping more and more content into it. They can't stop. I almost admire that sort of thing to some extent because we're, like, creating new things all the time. But where's the stable version of the game? I don't give a fuck about not stable version. I want the stable version. Not wild, not standard, a stable, clean version of the game. It doesn't need new content constantly, but it needs constant updates, constant regulation to see if that's even possible, to see if we can actually have a normal version of Hearthstone for once. And there is no normal version of Hearthstone, actually. You won't find it. You won't find it. The only thing I'm doing personally is just trying to fucking make something work, and eventually it's ass. Right? I'm way too creative for this shit. So I'll come up with something to test my opponents with, but nowadays it's not working. Oh, I put all this fucking effort for nothing. How kind. Your effort is not being tested, by the way. It doesn't fucking matter what you're capable of doing, what you're capable of building. That's also not a part of skills that you can possibly showcase, right? Even me building next, like, nobody's gonna fucking care. Nobody's gonna watch my fucking videos. Nobody's actually gonna engage with my content. I can build and build and build and build, and constantly it's gonna be tossed in the trash, by the way. You know, because we don't have a stable version of Hearthstone, so we have consumer Hearthstone. But the only thing that's getting consumed is my fucking brain cells. Not to mention that everything is wrong about this image. But the funny thing is, Priest's just gonna play card. I think I just conceded I can't stand it. I can't stand the idea of it, that I'm just fucking gambling at this point. I'm just hoping that they're not gonna clear my board, even though they have like 20 different ways to do the same fucking thing over and over again. The same fucking thing, and just react to my board and clear it. How many Borklas do you fucking need? right? I should be able to play around that shit to some extent instead of just expect he's just gonna be able to clear it. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna actually pay attention. There's literally nothing you can do. All right? There's 3 different ways to clear the board. They will find one they like the most. Holy crap. What matters in this game? I don't know. Hand masturbation. What do you ask me for? Trying to get as much damage in your hand as possible. So you can actually prepare a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage here. Just constantly prepare things. Maybe you can win that way by preparing yourself. Yes. No, it's pretty obvious that you will attempt to combo the control decks. If you hate control decks, find a stupid combo that works against them. Oh, what's that? It's not that simple to find it? Sorry. I was actually able to beat Warlock. I pushed and pushed until it finally fucking broke with exact lethal. I had to like pull bananas out of my ass. I had to do some really fucking crazy stuff here. No, it was still stupid. Because they just spam stats. They generally just stats. So one control deck is just spamming stats and winning that way, while the other one is just removing everything and winning that way. It's like, what? This is the most generic thing of all time. What are we even fucking doing? Are we enjoying ourselves here? Exactly. Because I'm just like fucking banging my head against the wall. I have a big head. Alright, big brain. I'm just banging into the same fucking bullshit. Well, the A-drops didn't save him. They could have. They could. It's a big deal. You got a Borkler. There's an 8-mana Borkler. If you're lucky enough, you can get it, bro. Or you can just do this shit. Yes, the best double battle cry is probably the old school battle cry from that old expansion. And then immediately Deathwing showed us up, basically wiping everything and creating, like, just one card doing everything you always needed that card to do. It is kind of like swapping hero power. I guess you're losing a hero power, guys. Uh-oh. The best fucking part is, like, these big-ass cards, they have to do something immediately. They can't just clear the board. They have to clear the board and win the game. Right? It's not enough, like, you already got yourself the fucking tons of armor, you removed all my minions, like, why do you need a 12/12 and a better hero power? Like, what are we doing, bro? Why is this one card supposed to do everything? And it's just constantly like that. And it's like, was that fun, though? That you win the game now because, like, you cleared my board, that's it? Are we not, like, supposed to play the game? Like, what was that? You just fucking pulled out your shit-ass combo that never gets nerfed. None of these combos get nerfed. Because what's the point? What's the point, right? We're gonna add more cards, and those cards are gonna break the game, and we're just gonna keep adding more cards that are fucking broken, and we're never gonna stop to think if we could actually fix anything. Because it's the new. It's like every single car you buy explodes. But hey, there's a new car over there. Don't worry about the car that exploded. Just keep going, bro. Keep going. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to drive this car that explodes like that. It's fucking weird. Every time I crash into a fucking tree, it's like, yes, there's a new car constantly waiting for me. Great. But it constantly crashes into a tree. I don't want to drive this anymore. I'm traumatized. Excuse me. It's never enough. If you actually pull off the dumbass combo, it's not enough. Nothing can stop that shit, bro. And that's the meta in the end of the day. That's the meta. What's the meta exactly? Oh, I forgot to tell you, meta actually sucks. That's what it is. It's garbage. People will figure out some stupid ass way to win games, and they will keep spamming that way to win games. And unless you have insane level of IQ soaked into this fucking weird ass game, you're not winning this shit, bro. It's not about playing cards, it's about playing that stupid combo. Now, again, you might be stuck like making crazy calculations on what each card does and like fucking grinding this shit to a pulp. But at some point you have to ask yourself, this is not it. You know, this is like not gonna serve you long term if you try to analyze every single card, because again, it's gonna be tossed in the fucking trash. Everything you're learning is gonna be tossed in the trash. You learned nothing. You know nothing in the end of the day. What are you fucking talking about? Right? Unless you can study really fast and one day figure out the whole fucking thing. And by the way, the whole community sucks. Maybe except for Chump, and sometimes Warshak, and sometimes when Zeddy says nerfs are coming. The rest of the community kind of fucking sucks. Alright? Including how boring it is and how we obviously have no escape from the shittiness of the game to begin with. There's no way out of this. Alright? There's no alternative card games. Don't worry about that. I've tried my best to find the way out. It was always me. I'm the only guy that can fucking save you, and nobody fucking cares about me. So that's you know, food for thought. If people cared about me, if I would try genuinely just like get a card game out that fucking helps. You know, mentally stabilize of like, oh shit, it's finally normal again. We finally escaped brain rot. So if board clears don't exist only in 2 classes, what are the other classes are doing exactly? Well, you just saw a board clear, so I don't know. I don't know. They can fill their boards, by the way. If board clears don't exist, whoever fucking fills the board first wins the game. You can really feel the vulnerable classes. They can't do anything. Hunter is not one of those. Because nobody has healing. Nobody has card draw, by the way. That's probably the weirdest thing that happened in recent Hearthstone history. They just like fucking butchered card draw altogether. Why? I need to draw cards, though. Why would you fucking take that away? I don't get it. I would at least be able to play the fucking game. But no more cards. Now we have to be very fucking creative when it comes to that. I think I had like a very disgusting game. Well, not that one. Against Mage, like I played for so long. It was grinded into this position where just nothing is happening. I don't know. That shit's weird. That shit's weird in card games. Like, you're supposed to be able to, like, finish the game at least. Might and Magic Fates is trying to solve some of the problems, but they created their own problems. And first of all, there is no game yet in there. There's no actual game. There's not much to do, but I think it's still better than whatever Hearthstone is offering at the moment. I think Hearthstone is just completely out of control. Completely unhinged. It's actually hard to see from this footage. I don't think it's demonstrating correctly because it actually shows like you can get very close. The problem is, obviously, I just don't give a fuck about playing high up ladder. It's just frustrating. I don't know. Can I get something more satisfying? Am I always supposed to like end up building a deck even that works? Because I don't know. I have a really hard time doing that shit. You know, like, everyone pulls out their stupid machine gun, everyone pulls out the most refined decks, except Leyline Mage. Leyline Mage just got lucky. I'm actually surprised because, like, I play Maiev, and Maiev fucking sucks. When I play Maiev, it sucks. Why does it suck? Why did this thing suck to me, not to them? Right? Not only that, the first time I did that shit, the first time I spammed Maiev, I got double Doomsayered out. Like, what? Where did that happen? Why did someone have Doomsayer? Well, they're trying to play a like, we'll never be able to explain it to you guys. How weird it is that Maiev actually has a weakness. That you would play Doomsayers. What? See, I'm looking. This is a shitty sample. It's definitely a shitty sample of games. I don't even know. Like, didn't even show whatever was happening here. Did I win? I misplayed something. I ended my turn by accident. Yeah. Should have attacked. I ended my turn by accident. Yeah. It's not a lot going on. With the only problem now being, it's a waste of time, right? Because, like, there's nothing, it's just sand. It's a card game version of sand. You hold it in your hands, and it's just like, well, I'm not holding it anymore. It fell out of my hands. Slipped, fell. It's not a lot of sand I can hold for hours at a time. And then you fill in more sand. Like, okay, cool. I can build a sandcat? No. You have to hold it. Hold it, bro. There's no such challenge for you to build anything. No one asks you to fucking build anything. You're not gonna get anything for doing anything. You're not gonna get recognition, points, none of that shit. The idea that you have played the game longer than others, like, the actual value generated for being a part of this shit community is zero. The best you can do is, of course, upload YouTube videos and hope for the best, right? But you guys, you are the broken system, right? Like, if we rely on stupid people, on stupid people to actually create some kind of justice system, like, yeah, I'm able to collect subscribers, so, and what am I supposed to do with that shit? You guys are weirdos. I would rather, like, treat you as human beings outside of the game. I don't care about the fucking Hearthstone. Don't talk about this shit. Alright? Let's talk about anything but Hearthstone related, okay? That's the only value I can possibly get, is that you actually exist outside of the stupid fucking game. There is no hope. There's no, like, fucking developers will suddenly realize and change something about this. There is no hope that, like, we just threw a bunch of people in a pile of trash and we call it a day. Call it a gamer moment. Right? There's plenty of people playing this. When I play Fates, I accidentally can bump into the same player twice, and that's the worst feeling ever. You know, queuing into the same person? Damn. Is there a solution out of this? Because again, they just don't give a fuck at this point. They don't care about balance whatsoever. It's like, well, you should be able to summon 10/10s and no longer burn your deck anymore. Fuck that. Fuck, just you can do all these cool things. Why would you be able to burn your deck when there's Reform in there? You need Reform. Alright? To not be burnt, ever. That would be so weird if, you know, a game mechanic would be actually used against you. Crazy, I know. So if we could actually mill the fucking Warlock somehow. It would be crazy. No, instead we give this, like, bonus. We give this bonus, all these bonuses, bro. Just keep cramming those bonuses, and control decks never get nerfed. The epic bonus of all time, by the way. This is probably the fucking craziest shit of all time. Control decks never get nerfed. Not a single control deck. Fucking tell me, bro. Fucking tell me. When was... Even Protoss Mage was never nerfed. Was terrorizing the fucking ladder. Holy shit, for how long? No one fucking stops these motherfucking control decks even though they're the worst, and you cannot actually beat them with anything. In particular, they literally disallow you from playing the game because they're just so good at playing the game. They're so good at just cheesing the most broken things. They have the most efficient Vorklers and the most efficient summons, and you're fucked, buddy, for trying to play. Excuse me. Alright? There's no counters for this shit. I mean, the best thing you can do is, like, fucking carry Big Game Hunter. Are you really that fucking crazy to do that? Because that's not gonna save you, generally speaking. Alright? There's nothing that will save you from a 10-10. It's not a 5-10. It's not here to fucking trade with your minions. It's here to fucking obliterate you, basically, when it has a chance. This is probably the stupidest thing, generally. And the only way out is like, well, Warlock doesn't have infinite healing. It has quite a lot of healing, though. Alright? It's not infinite, I guess. It's a lot, though. Eventually, shit you do does not matter. Womp womp. Yeah, it's probably now the new top tier. Control decks never get nerfed. Death Knight was never nerfed when it was Blood Death Knight. They just, quietly they have the ultimate opportunity to, like, rotate the toxicity of the control decks, but they never actually address it while it's ongoing. Knowing how long Ziliax and Elise was fucking terrorizing the ladder is fucking mental. It's mental. The game should not just be forced into just infinity. Oh my god. Infinity, bro. Or, I guess you're forced into, like, just playing every single poisonous minion ever. You have to come up with some bullshit-ass anti-meta strategy. You're not gonna win with poisonous minions. You're gonna win against very specific opponent. Maybe. But you have to beat, like, kind of 4 of them at the same time. Right? And that's where the, like, meta itself comes in check. It's like everyone has figured everything out. Everyone is so fucking smart, copying and pasting their fucking ass garbage decks. They don't have to do shit. In the end of the day, like, can I actually filter people like that out of my game? I don't want to play with them. I ain't playing with them, bro. Why would I fucking do that? I hate them. I hate all of these meta decks, bro. I should be able to fucking hate them successfully and push them out, right? But eventually I get so successful, I actually climb to Diamond 10 or Diamond 5, oh my god. And now they're everywhere. That's all they fucking know. Maybe the sample isn't that bad after all. We have the Hunter and the Shaman. We have the most basic-ass sample. Plus we can imagine that Rogue clicks button instead of, anything else. This does not help me, okay? If I have to click a shittier hero power, I'm so much worse off. Like, these old hero powers are so behind right now from what's actually going on in the game. Well, except Hunter. Hunter was always, like, freaking competitive with that shit, but they can sort of boost their hero power a little bit, too. Again, there's no healing, so that one hero power wins over everything else. To even be able to fucking change your hero power, that's just such a premium thing. Get Baku moments literally happening in front of our eyes all the fucking time. Right? All of a sudden, we just don't talk about it, though. We just don't talk about it. It's just Gen Baku over and over and over again. People are upgrading their stupid fucking hero powers and breaking the game. Right now, on top of the metagame is Shaman. But we just don't talk about it, though. Right? That's gonna solve it. right? There's no actual like influencers to talk about how much Hearthstone sucks instead of me. You know, I'm trying to be the exit guy. There's a light in the end of the tunnel. It's called Set Hearthstone on Fire. And never look back, dude. Everything sucks. Alright? Just not enough people talking about it. Otherwise, you would immediately smell how fucking disgusting this is. So yeah, Genin Baku, unfortunately, is haunting us over and over again. There's a lot of things, just reoccurring bullshit. Mostly board clears and hero powers right now. Quests can be quite a reoccurring bullshit considering Morlock Paladin and Quest Warlock. They can be really fucking dumb, basically. There is no ability for, like, in-game some kind of rating system, so we can tell the developers how much we like certain cards. At least I would want to see kind of like democracy behind the scenes, because I don't know how much faith in humanity I can possibly have, right? How much guys you like fun cards? I don't quite know that. I don't know the humanity part of Hearthstone whatsoever. They're not trying to build any like rigid system in that sense, any social system. Like, you already have a functioning platform. It's already a living game. How difficult for this to be a social system? The difficulty is tremendous, right? We can be like completely antisocial. We can spam a bunch of emotes, but when I fucking spam shut the fuck up basically in the comments, that's all I can say to these fucking morons, I get shadow banned. I got shadow banned from the only social system there is. It was already antisocial, but I'm the problem. What the fuck did I say? They don't notify, they don't fucking say shit. You just fucking shadow ban. I can't add any more friends anymore. That's the fucking shadow ban. You wouldn't even know what it is. I just can't add anyone on my friends list anymore. I swear to God, unless they specifically request me, I guess. They have to request me. It has to go the other way around. Like, I don't know. But my request, they don't ping anyone anymore. That's it. No one's gonna fucking tell you that this is possible. All these punishments are so beautiful, you know, when they're just fucking hiding it. That shit. And again, nobody fucking talked about it. I wonder why. Right? Everyone has the incentive of fucking greed, and they're just doing it beautifully with brain rot attached to it, and I don't know why game directors have to suffer as a consequence. They cannot have a single one stay properly. You can hire me. Okay, I'll fix your fucking game real quick. You know, like, considering that it's a fucking number change in the end of the day. Holy shit. A number change that we have to wait for. We have to, like, spectate as some kind of movie. It is kind of leaning towards a brighter day direction, but who cares? Like, the game is going to be broken for the most part. Until it's going to be barely tinkered with. Oh, so cute. I get my dust back. Wow. This is the coolest thing to see, honestly. Like, well, we have been able to play with broken cards, but at least I get my fucking dust back. I get my resources back that I invested into this shitty game. You know, in case I ever needed it in the future. That's the coolest thing, really. Nerfs are the best. It's literally the embodiment of embarrassment for Blizzard, especially when they have to nerf their own fucking buffs. They have to scoop their own vomit. It is not that deep to have only minion deck. I mean, is it really that deep? That's just regular Hearthstone. Like, excuse me. In fact, these creatures have better effects than most spells do in the end of the day. Unless you really want Lightning Storm. Oh my god. You really need that fucking board clear. So in the end of the day, like, these magical abilities, they appear out of thin air. Out of ass. Of, like, you have to collect 5 corpses to activate this magical ability. Apparently we can have double hero power too. That's cool. That's not going to be broken in the future. I thought it was bad enough when you're just like spending corpses, uh, playing Death Knight. Just like find ways to spend as many corpses to generate as many corpses as you spend corpses to get like the craziest bonuses. All you have to do is make things die. Damn, bro. Now, granted, I still like in exploring what Hearthstone has to offer, kind of. Because the funny thing is, I'm the only fucking idiot doing it. I'm the only guy that's exploring stuff, right? Everyone else is copy pasting shit, right? And just like they, it's almost like they're pretending to be helping me, right? Of like, well, I will play with you. I will play with you. Yeah, great. I would prefer not to play with idiots who are gonna get nerfed in the future, anyways. How about that for a change? Just tiny bit of future proofing. No, it doesn't have to be number change. The possibilities are endless. You can just ban certain cards, and all of a sudden the whole metagame changes. Right? It could be pretty dynamic. It could actually, like, you can ban more and more cards the further you go into the ladder, the deeper you go. You have to play with, you know, less extravagant strategies. Something happened with this bullshit as well. Like, cards becoming stronger and stronger is another weirdest thing in Hearthstone right now. It's just becoming stronger. Every card is supposed to become stronger? I didn't fucking notice. It's the longer it's the more you play of the same fucking effect, it just keeps getting stronger. Since when that shit was happening exactly? I don't remember. I genuinely don't fucking remember. Things just getting stronger and stronger. The first time, it must be Jade's, right? The first time you're just summoning a little bit of stats. That wasn't like too crazy. It gets a little bit stronger. It's not even that deep. But all of a sudden, you have shit like this that literally has to get slightly nerfed. And it's like, what are you exactly nerfing right now? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you know what you're doing right now? Thank God it's not dominating. Holy crap, man. But I find it really fishy because Void Souls were actually what a problem. If things get stronger and stronger, you're just doing the same thing and just more and more powerful. Damn. Should we actually do stuff like that? That's weird. With this hero power, like this shit escalates really fast. Oh my god. I got a taste of the fucking dark side of this whole thing. And I don't think that Shaman is actually successfully nerfed. That's probably one of the weirdest thing about Hearthstone. Like, nerfs don't actually do anything. The game goes on, baby. The gooners keep gooning. Alright, just because you remove this one drop, it doesn't do shit, bro. Bro, you did fucking nothing. Nerfs absolutely do fucking nothing. And it's actually quite fascinating to witness. They keep pumping those nerfs, but they're just like chippers, man. They're fucking nothing. They do nothing, bro. They often don't even dethrone the best deck in the game, and bottom line, basically. What they're supposed to do, they can't even do that shit. Right? So for the longest of time, you see the same fucking meta decks, the same idiots copy-pasting the same shit that never goes away, because the nerfs don't even work. Great. You see same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Lucky if the meta actually changes. You're fucking lucky, bro. Oh my god. There was a time, however, I was playing this Sea Shaman. It felt cool because nobody else was playing it for some reason. Now everyone's playing it, so who cares anymore? Nerfs don't even work. They don't even dethrone the fucking deck from the top. to the bottom. They don't even target the main parts that are just wrong. They're very shy types of nerfs. They can't detect a problem, but they're not gonna actually fix that shit. Or they won't fix the actual problem. Like, you want to see the real fucking problem here? Is that monster just, like, kindly disappeared. That's a pretty big jump scare, rather. This literally warrants an entire goddamn removal. How do you deal with this? Tell me, like, give me all your options without a fucking magical removal, which don't actually exist. You can't deal with this. Like, I have not seen such a cheat code class as Warlock. Warlock is just fucking full of cheat codes all the time. Finds the dumbest shit. And usually it's just stats. Usually, Warlock is that stupid fucking control deck that just vomits a bunch of stats. Quest Warlock was exactly the same thing. Imp Warlock, by the way, it invented 4 mana 9/9. Now 4 mana 9/9 is just like kind of the norm. Somehow, I don't know. It was normalizing 4 mana 7/7, but apparently it had to get nerfed because it also had an upside 4 mana 7/7 with upside, so I guess we're gonna nerf that one. Warlock was able to break the game so fucking much, I can't. And now it's just like, well, this guy has lifesteal. He cannot be killed. Unless I kill this, I lose the game. So now I'm fucking scrambling in my hand, trying to find a removal that they don't print removals. Alright, this fucking exclusive feature of Hearthstone. You have to be really lucky to be able to access the VIP club. Alright? They can plug in their fucking 5-drop and be happy about it. Playing their fucking degenerate dinosaur card in their deck. Like, how stupid is this shit? How stupid is this? These sort of things are just like normal in Hearthstone. We just kind of normalize. Well, that's not supposed to get nerfed. That's like completely intended, actually. Intended to like win the game. He's gonna smash me for 14 2 times. There's nothing I can actually do. Like, genuinely, I cannot generate 28 points of damage. This is over. A 5-drop shouldn't be like this. But that's just me, dude. I mean, holy shit. Maybe I'm just stupid. There's no even such thing where I can just, like, reduce the stats by half. It's just like an effect. I can't even do that much. This alone just, like, fucking solidifies the stupidity of, like, there's an elephant in the room, guys. No, it's not a decoration. It's an elephant in the fucking room right now. You should be able to see it. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. I can't remove it most of the time. No? What do you mean, no? What the fuck is this? What is this shit? I can't believe it, bro. Like, we just sit there and it's just like, well, it is just stats. No, it has lifesteal. Yeah. It's kind of like 20 points of attack, rather. No, with lifesteal, it's kind of like double the attack. It doubles the attack, maybe even more. So we're talking 30/30 for 5 mana. Wow. Holy shit. So when I look at that alone, I just say, like, we can't play the game. We cannot play the game because we just allow this sort of shit to happen. Like, everything else has normal numbers. That one does not have normal number. That one's a little bit... Those 2-digit numbers kind of crazy, actually. Right? Kind of crazy, and unless you can kill it, they just got the win condition. They played card they win game. They play 5 mana cards. Probably the dumbest fucking shit of all time. Even Ziliax wasn't that fucking idiotic at that point. Because you have to spend 9 mana. Thank God. Oh my God. You at least have to wait until turn 9 to get your fucking full heal. Holy shit. So now you have to always scratch your head. So you want to play against Warlock? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to play against Warlock though? Are you sure you can handle the fucking pressure here? Are you sure you're that fucking crazy? Are you that crazy? But what about the 50% win rate though? I don't give a fuck about win rate, guys. I don't give a fuck about win rate. Get that one shit into your fucking skulls. Drill that shit. Like, go to the dentist and drill yourself into the fucking skulls. Win rate does not matter. Fun matters more. How you win the game matters more than how you fucking struggle to remove a minion and you barely fucking squeeze the victory, even though your opponent just played one card at a time. Right? There's a big difference of how the game is being played, and it's not about the results. It's never about the result. It was never about win rates to begin with. Right? It's about us more skillful players supposed to win the game. Not just like fucking idiots do whatever the fuck they want. They copy paste the best strategy, and the best strategy looks like fucking dog shit, basically. Now there's probably gonna be some idiot saying like just play wild. I don't know. Wild's probably too stale. A little bit too stale. It's not spicy enough for me. I don't know, but you know what? Probably wild. Just because the games end faster. You can try these different decks. But do you really think I'm gonna be able to invent something new in wild? Are you crazy? Do you think I will feel good doing that shit? There's already WoW hops for that. Alright, there's already a dude for that. You don't need me. Alright? The dude was already invented to try and survive wild using the wackiest fucking combos. There's a dude for that. You don't need me. Am I missing anything? The funny thing is, the game is not interactive. I can't remove these minions whatsoever. It would be nice, like I play this, and instead of getting, a bunch of stats, I could at least interact with this or heal myself. These battle cries, they do fucking nothing. They just generates cards. So I want to focus on this one thing where it's supposed to be strategy. It's supposed to allow me to do stuff. Because I was prepping my entire fucking turn just to summon this stupid card. And it says it generates battle cries, guys. Does it actually do anything, really? Are we sure about this? Does it do anything? I really fucking squeezed balls for this one. I really worked hard for this win. Alright? I sweated my balls off for this win. So it's you see it, bro. You see that shit. It's definitely next level. Yeah, these battle cries, they fucking do nothing. The best battle cry is a fucking monkey. This trash, man. And then this one is expensive. Why is it 2 mana? Because it came out of the fucking other battle cry. So battle cry, summons another battle cry, another fucking guy. It just keeps going, keeps cycling and cycling until you do absolutely nothing. Everything at this point should just deal damage to the face. Alright. We'll figure the rest. If we can't interact with minions, what's the point? And they stopped printing that shit because dealing damage to your enemies is kind of cringe anyways. What? We stopped printing interactions. We definitely stopped being able to fucking put taunts on the board. You know that the Argus Defender, the coolest dude? No, we don't have that anymore. We just have dogs and war chiefs and whatever to boost a little bit of attack, and nobody plays that shit, obviously. But when it comes to like defending yourself and healing yourself and adding strategy on the fucking board, that's like the most like redundant thing that does not exist anymore. Just like at least sending 6 damage to an opponent creature, at least, so the board keeps getting at least clean, and we can keep playing until we run out of resources or whatever the fuck this shit's supposed to be, right? We keep fighting for numbers, and I'll just like, I will magically fucking reduce your life points to 0. No, you have to win the board first. But yeah, these numbers don't make any sense. And again, with all of this, with all of these bonuses, like, they need so much. They need so much. They even need this, like, extra win condition that you play a mini and you win game. Man, you need all these Borklers. All this shit is crammed into this fucking Warlock. They still were not able to win the game. Because I must be very skilled. I don't know how to win against this opponent exactly. You have to always study and fucking play your opponent's shitty decks anyways. Especially the ones you hate. But sometimes you just kind of see it's just like so redundant. It's just spam a bunch of stats. There's not much going on at all. And you also realize if your opponent was a little bit more skilled of a player, they probably wouldn't get away with just defeating you anyways. Now, the real question is, like, probably there's not a lot of skill. But yeah, there's, like, you can't invest skill in meta decks most of the time. I guess the most skillful deck is, like, Shaman. You still need to know how to operate it, kind of. But there's the most magical thing of all time. Just grind one deck. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Just grind one deck. You know what I believe in? I believe every single deck has to exist in their own separate ladder. They have to climb their own separate ladder, these fucking decks. Alright? Every deck is different in the end of the day. They should be climbing their separate ladder. I don't understand how it could be the same. This is the most, like, greatest incentive to make new decks in the first place. And the more ladders you climb, the higher your rank should actually be. You have a variety of decks. You can't even have, by the way, a normal collection of decks. Just the collection management is fucking dog shit. Generally speaking, you have to have, like, additional mumbo jumbo happening on the screen. You know, you have to have a side panel, side inventory of decks, basically. That's, again, gonna expire eventually, by the way. Prepare for that shit. So the real question becomes, like, should I play Hearthstone anymore? Because part of my identity is to quit Hearthstone in the end of the day. Like, part of my identity is your identity. This is the only thing you cared about. And honestly, you are correct. Why should I argue with you? Just read the soul. And we'll know for sure. And the reality is, you're not wrong. You're still not wrong. For the whole entire time, with just a little bit of sprinkle magic, sometimes you can play rogue. You can play those miracle rogue decks, basically, that happen to have skill, and Zeddy hates that. Alright? We have the fucking weirdest piece of community right now happening, where most people hate miracle decks. And I'm just fucking stunned of, like, wow. We really went this far as to hate the only fucking thing that requires real skill. Man, we really fucking outdone ourselves. Damn, bro. So we literally have this, like, piece of magic in the corner of the screen. The rest is complicated because we have fucking Reynet's face slapped in there. But Reynet did one thing that nobody else did. He made a fucking card game. Alright? That piece of identity actually makes sense to me. And he made a card game despite all odds, despite the fucking pending lawsuits, you name it. Right? Despite, you know, Bazaar not being like the best thing ever, but it gobbled up Kripparrian. That's a success story, right? It is what it is. It's a success story. What can I fucking do? It works to some people, not me. Bazaar does not work for me. It fucking sucks. All right, it's trash for me. It is almost a charming game, by the way. It has definitely has a vibe. Like Reina did definitely fucking nailed it. And again, every single other card game out there makes Hearthstone look stupid. The stupidest Hearthstone I've seen personally is Elder Scrolls Legends, bro. You can't beat that shit, man. What Elder Scrolls Legends did is too smart. Too smart. And yes, every single time I hate almost like getting deep into the ladder, but again, I don't know who I am. Like competitively, I don't know how good I am at the game. Who knows? How can you test? Right? I have plenty of skill that cannot be fucking tested anymore. That's a big problem, right? That's like fucking unrealized potential. Unrealized gains. I could do crazy things and just like still just trying to have fun. Like, what's the point of that shit? I should just, send it in the rotation cycle in the trash where it belongs. So, look, we have three things basically kind of in a row. They all just appear in the same year. Apparently, Peak Hearthstone. Look at that. For me personally, Peak Hearthstone identified itself. Everyone identified what I'm doing on this platform, and eventually the platform, I don't know, rotten to the core because of AI mostly. Like, what else happened 2 years ago? What else was happening? People were interested with AI drama and just kept fucking rolling from there. You could also say I was incompetent and I stood up against my computer. Stand up, set up, somehow changed something. I don't know. That was weird. Something definitely changed where I couldn't fucking get the ball rolling anymore. Maybe I was just a broken man eventually. Or maybe you can only pull these things once. Like, who knows, man? So all you see is just a bunch of rogues. Rogue, 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 rogue. The real question now is solving the mystery of, like, why rogue works above everything. It's not a mystery, guys. I play cards in a fucking card game. This should be so fucking obvious, right? But it's not obvious to anyone else. No one dares to play cards. Even Leyline Mage is not actually playing cards. It just has a very fucking strict win condition. This is how you play cards. Fundamentally. I just don't understand how could there be any other ways? Really. So technically, nothing changes, and I was able to extract the most valuable pieces of Hearthstone anyways. And it's still superseded by the fact that it's a pile of shit. Right? It's a pile of shit, though. Everyone got the right idea. I don't like being repetitive, but like if I cannot defeat my own message, I guess that's it. I guess everything has been fucking completed, right? Like, what else am I gonna do? It's done. Everything has been said. That has to be. I still don't know why Reynad is up there, though. I understand the bounty board of Zeddy, the greatest bounty of all time. My man. My man also made it all the way to the top, just like how he's supposed to. And this almost like solves the whole thing again. Yes, as I've said, like Reynad made a game against all odds. Simple as that. And I should be trying to do the same thing. But the odds are absolutely against me, okay? You guys don't understand what I'm dealing with. The biggest fucking problem I'm dealing with is the helplessness. No one's actually able to actually contribute even a piece of their day, 1 hour of their day. They're capable of fucking playing games all day long. They're not capable of contributing and building anything substantial themselves. So, I'm talking to an audience of buffoons who can't build their own card game. That's weird. You have AI now. You should be able to contribute something. But I guess not. Like, none of us know what we're capable of unless we truly try, time and time again. Keep doing things. Another weird fun factor is that Reynad would be just devastated looking at this shit because Hearthstone became an explosive stat bombing nonsense very, very quickly. Even just like this stat bomb, just this leyline stat bomb, that's it. They played one fucking card, they get a bunch of random shit vomited on the board. They still have plenty of cards in their hand. That's it. A stat bomb of 25 after they clear my board? I mean, yes, they have been prepping for this whole thing, but the whole fucking thing is not fun in the end of the day. What the fuck is this? Is that fun? Is that what Leyline Mage is doing here? Fuck is this shit? So all that's gonna be happening is just the rotation of not fun things, rather, that will be attempted to fix. The funny thing is, while I'm scrolling through, again, I'm still trying to invent the coolest rogue deck. I still don't understand how rogue is so fucking different. But it's pretty obvious from mage. It's different from mage because it's not just like spamming spells. It's different from paladin because it's not just spamming broken minions with divine shields that are just very difficult to kill. It's a very vulnerable playstyle, rather. Again, Shaman is kind of vomiting minions, just like Paladin. The Rogue's identity is the coolest identity of actually playing cards. And you don't really know what's gonna happen. So you get, like, the most experience as well of doing things, and again, you have to strategize to be able to get the zero-cost cards. Would I agree that Death Knight is the close second? Maybe. Then Demon Hunter would be next. Demon Hunter tends to get, like, fun cards. Sometimes. Yeah, I'm a yapper, and what I put out into the universe has to resonate correctly. I still think this is, fair. Yeah, the Green Death Knight specifically. Green Death Knight. Yes. Demon Hunter is fun to play because you can actually win the game. You can deal enough damage successfully. There's always a way to do it. Demon Hunter can, like, stack weapon damage or something. They can come up with ways to deal damage. That's all you really need in the end when things are so disgusting on the board. They get disgusting on purpose, basically, because, well, it doesn't matter what happens after turn 6, we can just do whatever the fuck we want. It's such a weird design choice. Usually just, like, results in, like, if we can stall the game long enough, bullshit is gonna happen that's gonna steal the game anyways. So then it becomes really awkward, especially if they specifically add these, like, stall cards or, like, poison cards that completely obliterate your side of the board. You can't even build a board anymore. If you don't have a board clear, and you don't have a board, it's over. That shit's crazy, dude. I think poison right now is still underrated of how much it's dominating the meta right now. Poison and divine shields. And maybe eggs. Eggs are pretty cool. The fact that Druid just disappeared is kind of crazy, dude. Even I didn't play Druid. Druid didn't even made it still to the top of the list of things. I can't believe that shit, man. This is almost something worth fighting for. We need to fight for the rights of druids to exist. What the fuck, man? Yeah, and then now I also see, like, it's good to have, like, very big letters or something. Very big words. So should I give up? Should I try and quit Hearthstone again just because that's the identity? It has been said, alright? It's still the greatest identity. I still fucking hate every single piece of it. But look how far we came in this community. There is this one, like, underlying problem in the end of the day. It's a lot easier to participate. It's a lot more complicated to organize everything yourself. And no one wants to fucking do it. No one wants to, like, even acknowledge the higher level existence of organizing things. They just want to fucking go down the slide. They would never be able to build the slide themselves. Right? And the fact that the slide even exists is a fucking miracle of life most of the time. The fact that a free game like Hearthstone exists is a miracle of life as long as you can fucking tolerate the, alcohol intake. There's definitely a way to approach this whole thing, which is like a healthy way to approach it. So it's still possible to, take care of shit. Like, even shit like this giant monstrosity, like, you think about, well, the meta is always going to be removals. So you always have to play the poison dragon. Alright? Right now, removals do exist in all classes. Just all classes have to play the poison dragon. And you're like, yeah, you're right. They have to play the poison dragon. There's one hard relationship that I have with Hearthstone, and it's the relationship with direct counters. Because direct counters don't make fucking sense. And I think it's one of the stupidest things, unfortunately, in card games, period. The end, in fact. This is one of those fucking nails in a coffin where, like, if a broken thing happens, we cannot expect the other player to counter that thing. We can never expect that shit. Now, counters are fun because, like, you can be investing a lot of resources and you just get countered. Great. Does it happen? Does it happen often where you can just cheat your opponent's resources with a counter? Only if a counter is, like, genuinely well-rounded. Well-rounded counter that can actually still do something else. But the biggest problem about it is always, like, you're fucking up your deck anyways. You're fucking up your deck. You could be having more fun playing fun cards instead of trying to counter. But at the same time, it's the toughest relationship I have with the game. Because I want all these other cards. I don't want to always have the same fucking counter. But then what do? Like, you can't ignore board clears and you cannot ignore specific counters. It's always going to be the best one that, like, logs down the board even. That can do tremendous amount of fucking problems to the opponent. So another difficult relationship is to, like, study the game, and it goes into this fucking loop of why the fuck would I do that? To shove a middle finger in Zeddy's face. How about that? He still has bounty. We still haven't caught the damn guy. Alright? And this is also very correct video because I do enjoy, like, the worst cards. If I can take advantage of the worst cards. But, like, with Howdy Finn, that was weird. This is more like a even funnier story about this because it shows up in, like, Google search, Google image search. And then it feels pretty weird because, like, we're promoting Zeddy even more. I don't know. Mixed feelings. You can see how difficult it is to actually, like, quit Hearthstone, generally speaking. There's a lot going on. So the real reward isn't, playing the game, but again, socializing through videos like that. Just building this kind of presence. If I do it correctly, can I, bounce back? Because, again, I just, like, fucking crawl on the floor with tummy ache, and I can't handle this fucking game most of the time. Actually, kind of saving the best for last. The Blinker. The Blinker is the savior of all of us. Yep, Porcupine Hunter. I got fucked by that one. I felt the presence of Chump in one particular game, and it's so weird. Chump actually finds a way to fucking vomit a bunch of stats or just find that special win condition. What do you mean it's way stronger than you? What the fuck do you mean?
The suspicious
It is a discover, though.
one. Wattfin gets +1/+1 is a very fun.
That's probably the fucking weirdest part about Hearthstone, is just, like, so much going on constantly. They are, by printing new cards, they do feed the hunger of, like, what's gonna happen here, what's gonna happen here. It's fucking weird mathematical hunger. Like, I really want to know right now. Different versions of the stupid 2-drop vomit that I could have. I still really hate when big cards do so much. Like, why? Why can't we just have we can play cards, right? We have 5 mana. How many cards do you want to play? One? One card you want to? You have 5 mana. You have 6 mana. Like, again, the games are not gonna, like, last very long. They're gonna last till turn 8, buddy. How many cards do you want to play on turn 8? One. We were laughing, bro, at Doctor 7, at Doctor 6. This piece of shit, like, Secret Paladin. We keep doctoring every single turn. We stopped talking about that too, boys. We stopped. There's a lot of culture of Hearthstone that just faded away from existence. We stopped talking about how, like, in one turn, with one card, with exact amount of mana spent, a player can just dominate the game all of a sudden, even though they played cards. The play card win game is the weirdest fucking shit a card game can possibly pull. Holy crap, man. And again, we have seen this giant fucking elephant in the room. It should be obvious when one card does so many things. Long gone are the days when the legendaries, they just kind of, like, soak in the sunshine of your deck, the composition of your deck. That shit's dead. Like, wow, you need 100 stats. 100 stats, bro. Or 100 mana cost or something. And then you will get 100 stats buffed into your deck. Like, no one plays that shit. It's a cool meme. Haha, very funny. But no one plays that. Probably for all the wrong reasons, but at the same time, yeah, you can't play it. Because you have to play expensive cards. That's usually the fucking requirement, which is very fun, Blizzard. It's very fun requirement, and at the same time, once you meet the requirement, you play card, right? Am I right? You play card? Yeah? That's right, you play card. But the funny thing is, this also has its own gotcha, basically. You can still break the game. So many ways. You can find a way to break the game. And I'm still intrigued by that. I don't know. There's still so many weird things you can do. There's just like you just want those weird experiences, even though they're gonna fucking break you. They will fucking break you, bro. I don't know. It's never enough. Never enough. So maybe one time I can say to myself, I'm not wasting my time necessarily. Crazy, I know. I might not be wasting my time. There might be still something worth chasing here. If I play enough Wattfins, I can summon an 8/8 with Rush. We gotta fucking do that.